Okay, roll call. Are we all here? I'm Count Jacula.
The Omega. I'm here.
And me too, Giovanni.
That creepy bald guy Marshall Horror present.
I'm here. Infamous Sphere.
Some jerk with a camera chiming in.
Excellent. Here's the plan. We, the E-List Internet Reviewer Coalition, are...
E-List? What's an E-List?
Hey, awesome. I love E-Network.
Oh, good, because it's nothing to do with that. It just means we're not famous.
Yeah, basically the angry video game nerd and the nostalgia critic at A-List.
And the biggest Reviewtopia people, as well as the least popular Twigda people, like rap critic Welshie and Hagen. They're all C-List.
So what's B-List?
They're the ones who aren't A-List like Spoonie or Linkara, but are big enough to get on the That Guy with the Glasses anniversaries.
Look, it's quite simple. It means we're not famous. Even if we did appear in a Weird Al Yankovic music video.
So D-List would be like, well, what? The biggest people from Reviewers Unknown?
Nah, D-List died in a horrible accident.
It was something to do with A. Salieri, or so I heard.
Anyway, in order to get bigger, better, and more famous, we're gonna have to cameo in something by someone a little bit more famous than us.
Yeah, like Weird Al Yankovic.
No.
Why don't we get a cameo by killing Bella and replacing her with a better sidekick? Like, Lobster. I totally get all cameos when I make the chick review Jellyfish.
Good idea, but no.
Jacula, precisely why do you think you're in charge?
Because I'm the loudest!
Well, why not just kill someone higher up? Then their show will be gone, leaving a space for one of us to fill. Hey, eventually we could be the only shows left.
Great idea, but who?
I can only suggest this because, I'm safe in a pocket universe that's completely unreachable by normal means, but Hagen. Diamanda Hagen.
That's a brilliant idea.
I like it! Then we can all reenact that scene from Weird Al's Perform This Way video I was in. Baldy can be Al. He'd like that.
Okay, to Hagen!
Wait, are we already there?
Well, I'm pretty sure I've not moved.
Look, don't make me repeat myself. I need a bag of sugar, some Vaseline, and a blindfold. Why are you all staring at me?
Sorry, you're just not famous enough to kill.
Oh.
So did it work this time?
Hard to tell.
I'm little teapot, short and stout. This is my handle, this is my spout. Oh, no, wait, sorry, that's my cock.
Ugh, it smells like Alistair, boss. I'm pretty sure we found it.
Now what?
We wait.
About this D-List thing, can't we just call them people who are big but not connected to That Guy with the Glasses at all? People like Mark Muse or Red Letter Media?
That's stupid. They're both bigger than the C-listers on Tigwatig and Reviewtopia. Maybe we should extend the B-list to include people like that. People who aren't on Tigwatig but are still big.
Shut up and stick with the plan.
How about D-List is for smaller review producers who appeared in Weird Al Yankovic music videos?
Shut up!
It's just an idea. I'm more than just a walking, talking Weird Al obsession. I do have feelings, Isn't that right, Al? Shut up! He's so weird. I might be in his next video, too.
Well, how about because the D-List doesn't exist anymore, we take all the E-List people and make them D-List?
Sounds pretty smart to me.
Yep.
But we would keep the same name. I mean, the E-List Internet Reviewer Coalition isn't just a name, it's a brand.
Yeah, I just ordered 10,000 t-shirts with that written on it. You think that'll be enough for the 6 of us?
So it's agreed. Even though we are the E-List Internet Reviewer Coalition, we and all other E-List people are now D-List.
Does that include people on Reviewers Unknown? Because I know some people on Reviewers Unknown, and I need to know if I'm better than them or not.
I think so. They're not special because nobody knows who they are.
What about people on That Fellow in the Coat?
Who?
Exactly.
So, votes.
I vote yes.
So do I. You!
What the hell are you all doing?
We're here to kill you.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. It's just that, well, when less people are more famous than you get more famous.
So yeah. Scared?
Yes, now that I'm here, I'm terrified.
Not you. Okay, guys, get her!
Oh!
What the hell?
Then shut off the camera!
Ah, screw it. I'm going back to my own show that nobody watches.
Me too. I'm just glad I'm not dead.
CountJackTheShow.com, by the way.
Now, where's that light? Ah, jeez, Bosh, you landed right on my claw. Oh, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not,
Greetings, gentle viewers! Episode 50. 50 times I stood here in front of you and reviewed something for your amusement. So you deserve something special. But first, lights! Oh, that's so much better. Pink Narcissus, with the exception of Zsa Zsa Saturna, the gayest film I've ever seen? Nah. Dolomorte, where action figure Jesus sucks himself off? Nah. Ticked Off Trannies with Knives, which is like 4 bad exploitation films in one? Nah. Since it's nearly Christmas. In like 8 months. So I think I'll do something Christmassy. Nixon and Hogan Smoke Christmas. Yes, Nixon and Hogan Smoke Christmas, the latest feature by visionary director Kevin Strange. You think that films need things like money and taste? Well, Kevin Strange thinks they don't. He's basically what would happen if Kevin Smith decided to work for Troma, in all of the traumatizing glory that you would expect. This is Kevin Strange's 6th film, and they're all set in the same self-contained universe. Reviewing this is a bit like trying to review Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back without doing Clerks, Mallrats Chasing Amy, etc. I.e., it's probably stupid. But I'm gonna try anyway. Now, in the spirit of doing something like a drinking game, I'd suggest that every time you see, hear, or smell anything disgusting in this film, you take a shit. Preferably not in front of anyone else. That'd be rude. The film opens on a snowy day and cockhammer's on TV. 12 seconds in and shit's already got meta. Nixon and Hogan of the title were 2 of the co-stars in Cockhammer. Nixon's watching Cockhammer. This is like Pierce Brosnan watching GoldenEye halfway through The World Is Not Enough.
Alright, Cockhammer, now hit that big titty bitch in the face with that baseball bat. Oh yeah, that's how Nixon likes it.
We spend the first few minutes on Nixon trying and failing to masturbate. And since this isn't real time, I get the feeling he should just give up and make an appointment with a doctor. Anyway, he's interrupted by Minnesota Von Jumper, Julia Parka, and Chris Chan's handsome brother, singing Christmas carols.
Hey, motherfuckers, can't you see I'm in here trying to get a shot of the tits? Can you keep that shit down? The fuck is wrong with you?
So, having politely told them off, he's interrupted by Hogan, his hetero life mate, the Silent Bob to his Jay, Jay to his Silent Bob, who not only wears shorts in the bath, but can barely fit in it. And a censorship box. I want to at least pretend that there's some self-respecting cock shots in this.
Nixon, we gotta hang out. I'm gonna come by your place. Is that cool? What are you doing, dog?
Done, mistress. Would you like me to censor anything else? I don't like the look of his tattoos.
No! Hogan's upset that they don't hang out anymore, so he invites himself over while Nixon keeps wanking. Now, earlier I said he might have a medical issue because he keeps failing to ejaculate, and this is why. He's still not done it when Hogan arrives. Hogan, who got dried off, dressed, found song lyrics, printed them out.
I downloaded these songs off the internet.
Because he wants to fuck one of the Christmas carolers, and made it across town to Nixon's house. All before the guy managed to ejaculate. This is a fucking medical issue.
Not necessarily, mistress. It could be performance anxiety.
Wait, are you acting as though the film's real?
I am, but only because you did first. You should really get better writing.
Get better writing? You're telling me to get better fucking writing! You're yelling. You're telling me to get better fucking writing. Do you have any idea how many jokes I will fucking lose if I have to not pretend that the film's fucking real?
That's not what I was suggesting, Miss.
Fuck you! Telling me to get better writing. I writer! Get better fucking writing! Get fucked!
Nixon, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Are you fucking jerking off with a motherfucking Christmas stocking? Man, that's fucked up this time, dog, man. Now this time I'm for real, man. Nah, man, check it. I drew a face on it.
That excuse sounds familiar. Are you shoving my gun up your ass?
Check it. I drew a face on it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Continue.
Nixon, will you be real with me for 1 minute? Man, check this out. You be fucking your hand through a hole you cut out of this stocking, and you be jerking off with it, man. Now that's just sad.
Either that or he's reenacting a deleted South Park scene. Before Hogan came over, he stopped for their drug dealers to pick up some Colombian smoke weed. And I should tell you right now, when I say what's happening in this movie, just take my word for it. It'll be easier for everyone. So we get a flashback to the drug dealers.
Baby, go duty.
Oh my, did baby make a big stinky for mommy? A big stinky poo.
That's disgusting. So you got your fat ass up out of there with the quickness after you saw that shit, right? Yeah, that's what I did.
But Nixon's not worried about Hogan not managing to bring any weed from their drug dealer, because it's Christmas and all, and he asked Santa to bring him some. Never mind little things like, they never say if it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, or the fact that it's the middle of the day.
Motherfucker, give me that shit. If Santa motherfucking Claus busts through them curtains, I swear to God, I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees, and I'm gonna suck that big fat hairy dick piece of yours.
So yeah, Santa turns up looking like zombie Alan Moore, and he's brought Nixon what he asked for, a massive bag of weed.
I still regret I wasn't able to give you a set of tits when you were 6, Hogan. But I hope that red fire truck was a suitable replacement.
Hogan, sometimes I wonder what the fuck is wrong with you. What, dog? Man, so I have a fantasy about jerking it off with my own tits. Man, that's a common fantasy. Millions of people have it. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit, dog.
Citation needed. So Santa's brought their marijuana, but the only place he could find weed even better than Colombian smoke weed was from Sarsaparilla the Weed Witch. So he stole the bag from her and smoked some on the way over. Unfortunately, he stole the wrong type. So Nixon has to don his Coke bottle glasses of knowledge.
Oh no, Santa, you done smoked yourself undead.
Well, that explains the zombie part. Alan Moore, not so much. So before you can say this is totally the storyline to almost every Christmas movie ever, Nixon and Hogan are enlisted to deliver the last of the presents. Even though it's either the middle of Christmas Eve and thus too early for this, or the middle of Christmas Day and thus too late. If the presents had to be delivered across the planet in different time zones, then maybe this would make sense, but the last deliveries are all for people who live in this town. This doesn't make sense.
Mistress, I know I'm going to regret this for the remainder of my short life, but I have to speak up.
Go on.
You are watching a film where an undead Santa Claus regrets not bringing a small boy his own set of tits. Get some fucking perspective!
Get some fucking perspective?
Yeah. What are you gonna do to me?
Yes.
Shoot me?
No. Go stand in the corner and think about it. Now, before you can wonder how exactly Nixon and Hogan got a hold of Dr. Insano's glasses, we get some evidence that this might be set in the same universe as the Santa Claus.
But if I don't deliver all the presents on my Christmas list, I would be in direct violation of the ancient Christmas code set forth a dozen Santas before me.
So Santa gives him some MacGuffins that'll be useful later in the film, and it's time for Nixon and Hogan to deliver some presents.
Oh yeah, Nixon and Hogan about to save Christmas up in this motherfucking piece.
Well, that sounds about as good a time as any to explain the word peace. Almost everyone in these movies attaches the word peace to practically anything. You got your head piece, face piece, brain piece, etc. I don't know if it's comedic Stockholm syndrome or what, but after a while, it becomes pretty fucking funny. But I'm still waiting for someone to pull out a gun and scream that they're gonna shoot you with their motherfucking peace. So, back with the story, we see the villain of the piece. Damn it, is contagious. Sarsaparilla the Weed Witch, who's not only decided to head to Strangeville, the peaceful town where we set our story, but she also reminds me of someone.
Because, my ugly little minion, no one fucks with Sarsaparilla's weed stash, man.
You are so familiar. She's over the top, has weird fashion sense, has cowering minions, is obsessed with garish colours, and... Kimber? Kimber? It's fucking Kimber from the holograms! I wondered what happened to her when the band split up. Though thinking about this, it does make sense. They all decided to become supervillains, except for that one that became the rap critic. I don't really know how that happened. Though I approve of the way she deals with her minions, the Green Lightning's a bit gauche. I'd improve it by making it purple or red. And her castle, as she says, is clearly someone's house. This would be hypocritical of me if all of this wasn't a massive fucking green screen designed to cover up my attempts to make human women with giant frogs in order to recreate Marty Feldman.
Do a barrel roll!
Anyway, Kimber plans on stealing Santa's powers through the mystical ability of raping him. And with them, she'll...
I will open up a new chain of 24-hour fast food restaurants, which will only serve senseless foods like bread and mustard sandwiches and chocolate scrambled eggs. Then I'll force the entire population to smoke my weed all day, every day, until they're doubled over in pain from the munchies. When they eat at my restaurants, they'll be so grateful for the stoner munchie food that they'll worship me as their queen.
That's a stupid plan! Foolproof plans are hard to come by, son.
So, more tragically Green Lightning, and Santa Claus is busy, checking through my DVD collection.
Why does Nixon have such a large collection of shitty, no-budget horror comedy?
Seriously, I own about 90% of the films on that table.
Tranny porn? And it's the kind where the chicks fuck the trannies, so technically that's not homo.
That one too.
Santa's gonna jerk his Christmas schlong and good.
So Santa puts the DVD on, ignores the Insane Clown Posse fan art, does a fart, and there follows a scene in a bathroom with a toilet roll that people could analyse for days and probably understand, but I can't be bothered to. You try it yourself.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers! Ho, ho, ho!
I don't know why Santa wouldn't let us drive that fresh-ass sleigh piece of his just because I got my 4th DUI and lost my license. Man, you don't need no license to drive no magical flying reindeer.
So, any other ideas?
Boil me in my own mucus?
No. And I have to wonder how exactly they're carrying the presents. Meh. Hogan looks like the sort of guy to have a pocket dimension up his ass. So, yeah, they made it across town to their first delivery, and hello, suddenly appearing Santa Sack. You know, I have to wonder what sort of delivery system Santa has if the last 3 presents aren't being delivered to places right next to each other. The gift is the fabled Stone of Goth, a 14,000-year-old bit of alchemy Gothic jewellery. It's for this, obviously completely harmless man with a duct tape hat voiced by Family Guy's greased-up deaf guy, who's completely not sinister at all.
What if I told you I had 2 pre-rolled marijuana cigarettes on my kitchen counter waiting to be smoked? You have fallen for my trap. I'm a Mortark Munch Morlock the Warlock.
Who randomly became the legendary 3rd member of the Legion of Doom. Field Mouse! With the amulet, he's going to bring forth and feed them to the Elder God. We couldn't get the copyright for Cthulhu.
Good evening, mistress. My name is Claudius, and I am Caligula's replacement. I just thought I would give you this important information about Cthulhu, who was a very fine literary character whom I'm sure is not in the public domain.
Anyway, what's sexier than a zombie Santa? A zombie Santa masturbating to trans porn.
I'll never understand how these lovely ladies grow such big rundies. It's a medical marvel.
Ow. Ow! Grr. Right in the childhood. At Nixon's house they have some guests. These college girls are looking for some drugs, and hey, one of them looks like Bridget the Midget. And the other's played by Katie Dearest from Cockhammer and Colonel Kill Motherfuckers.
But I can't be the only person who's noticed that.
I wrote this shit and I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Now, stay with me here. I don't know about you, but jolly old Saint Nick is the subject of my earliest childhood pillow humping fantasies.
I won't deny getting a little hard in my girl paintings when my mom and dad took me to sit on Santa's lap at the mall.
Then it won't come as much of a surprise to you for me to suggest that the pair of us, young, willing, and eager teenage nymphomaniacs, should take advantage of this situation and bang the fuzzy tops right off of Kris Kringle hair boots and turn these childhood fantasies into cold, hard reality.
And his reality is both cold and hard.
Back in The Color Purple, Nixon and Hogan are being tentacled by a demon from another dimension. And there's only one thing I can add to this.
I got voodoo, I got things I ain't even tried. And I got friends on the other side. He's got friends on the other side. Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you
Cat toys kill elder gods. Who knew?
Now, you might think that the sight of a three-way between two college nymphos and a zombie Santa involving a cucumber was weird, and I suppose it might be to some Amish people or whatever. But what I find weird is the fact that Edward Cullen's staring at the action as if to say, "Man, I wish I was in that film instead."
Have you come up with anything?
Burned alive?
You wish.
So Nixon and Hogan are delighted to have survived, and bizarrely the run-in with copyright-free Cthulhu has got rid of all the snow in the area. I'm sure the director was delighted that that weird side effect in the script fitted in perfectly with the weather. Anyway, they find the Christmas carolers and Nixon decides to get some revenge.
Help me, you gotta help. Checking out my partner in heterosexuality, my life partner. He'd be back to ODing on some bunk-ass weed this dude gave us so he could get a good look at our buttholes. Man, you gotta help us. Come on, guys, come on.
Oh my God, Steve! We have to help this poor man!
Don't worry, Julia. I have my EMT license. Let's go save a life for Jesus.
Yeah. Get a shot of that, motherfuckers!
Oh, snap. What you got here is a full-on fruit basket. And if you look close, you can see the little wiener hanging down at the bottom, and you can see the nutsack up there at the top. But what I find most interesting is how the butthole is kind of gaped open a little bit, kind of like the mouth of a well, almost as if you could throw a stone down in there and never hear it hit the bottom.
Minions, I know you're watching the film. I want you to test that. Right fucking now.
Mistress, no matter how many times I try throwing these coins, they're just not going in.
Keep trying.
That shit never gets old, man. Hey, for real though, man, who's next on that list piece? Man, we still got 2 presents to deliver.
Next on the list is a doctor who invented a special kind of toilet, and amazingly they just happened to be in his back garden. So in keeping with the Christmas spirit, they caught him out of $100, threatened him with fecal-based terrorism, and then shit in his bath. Luckily, he's not only a 25-year-old pretending to be an old man, but a mad scientist who created a pumpkin monster to destroy the world.
I'll do away with every man, woman, and child made of meat, leaving nothing but plant life.
Don't look at me. I think these people are completely nuts.
I can't help but think that he would have had more luck imprisoning his pumpkin monster if his door had hinges.
Excuse me!
My, you're a tall fellow.
I love how his living room is played by a community college corridor, so he gets killed by the pumpkin monster.
No! What are you doing? Oh, God!
What the fuck?
Get back, motherfucker! He's pissed and fit to kill our asses!
He? Don't look like no fucking he. It looks more like one of those homemade Halloween costumes you see at the independently run haunted houses.
Dude, the director can hear you. He's in the room with you. Anyway, the pumpkin monster gets chased away by the present that they brought for the scientist. A pumpkin pie.
Deus Ex pumpkin pie, because that makes all kinds of sense.
Ho, 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 ladies. I haven't poked a pair of broads like that since I was in diapers.
Thanks, Santa. That was quite a romp.
So, fashionably late, as in 35 minutes after saying she'd do it, Kimber finally teleports in, uses her magic to turn the college girls into minions, and captures Santa Claus.
I'm sorry, Sarsaparilla. I'm a slave to Christmas. I had to give the little boys and girls what they asked for.
Then why didn't you give Hogan the tits he wanted? Fuck it. Ooh, rubbery prosthetic played roughly over my chest. My one weakness!
I have to warn Nixon and Hogan before it's too late.
I think Santa gave my ass crabs for Christmas.
Let me see, dog, whip that fucking meat. Oh, shit, what the fuck is that shit?
Power Rangers, the thing I have feared most has happened. Lord Zed has returned.
Man, motherfucker, what are you doing in my dick hole, motherfucker? Get out of there!
So, through the miracle of Christmas-powered psychic crabs, Santa Claus is able to contact them and warn them about Kimber.
Sarsaparilla, the Weed Witch is here, and she's taking me captive in your house. She means to rape the Christmas powers from my butthole.
Nice slide whistle, guys. Any more ideas?
Raped with a fish?
Great idea, but no. I'm gonna use that one later on someone else.
Before they can head back to save Santa, they need to deliver the last present or the universe will explode or something. Luckily, the snow's back and the Christians have enlisted a local pastor to help them convert Nixon to Christianity.
He showed us his anus hole down the street at Dr. Baumeister's house as well. I've never seen another man's anus cavity before, Pastor Pete. It's like staring into a portal straight into Hades. I almost lost myself in there.
I think I'm getting hypnotized by this mistress.
Keep trying.
Yes, mistress.
My butt has power.
I'm not sure what I love about the priest most. The lack of a dog collar, the fake mustache, the way he looks like he's on stilts, or the fact that he looks like Templar Gamer on YouTube played by a guy I went to university with, in a hilarious wig. And I don't know what book he's holding on to, but I'm certain it's not the Bible. Of course, Kimber easily captures them all.
Well, well, well. Look what the fuck we have here, man.
See how all the elements of this are knitting together as a work of incredible subtlety?
Meanwhile, across town, the last gift is for Don Dwepe, who was last seen raising an army of zombies to try and kill Nixon and Hogan in Dead Shit, the Talisman of Ticonia. So understandably, they're terrified of having to go to see him.
Boy, saving Christmas gotta be so damn hard.
Hogan, don't get all emotional on me now, man. Let's just get up in there and get this shit done.
Nothing makes you braver than air swimming.
The first thing you notice about Don Dwepe is that they ran out of grey hairspray. And before you can wonder why the scene's suddenly taking place on Krypton as seen in Richard Donner's Superman movie, you find out that shit's going down because Don Dwepe's kidnapped what he thinks is Santa Claus.
There really is a goddamn Santa Claus, and I captured him.
He hates Santa Claus because his dad gave him butt plugs for Christmas presents until he finally raped his dad and now he wants to destroy Christmas. Pity for him, it's not the real Santa, but a local celebrity.
I've been trying to tell this crazy fuck that my name's David Wayne Black. I'm an actor for Hack Movies.
Yes, David Wayne Black, star of many low-budget movies like Gameheads and Hack Movies' Cockhammer and Stiff Jobs. He's the closest thing these movies have to an adult. And because shit just got even more meta, he was also in Dead Shit, which introduced Nixon and Hogan. Hi, I'm Brian O'Halloran. I was in a movie called Clerks. How weird. I'm Randall Graves, a character in a movie called Clerks. Nice to meet you.
You guys gotta help me.
Oh, I love me some hack motherfucking movies, motherfucker. Do you think I could get your autograph, Mr. David Wayne Black?
You know, I'm getting just a little bit sick of these constant self-referential plugs for the other films. Hack Movies, Kevin Strange, there's no need to do any of that shit. A good artist knows that their work stands on its own 2 feet, for good or for ill. You'd never catch me doing that shit. Hey! Stop that.
Well, fuck that idea.
Well, that's Cockhammer 2, Cockhammerer cancelled. Anyway, he only wins David Wayne Black, and they managed to give Don Dweppe his present, which is basically the Necronomicon, and enlist him to save the day because he really hates Kimber.
That bitch gave my eyeballs gonorrhea back in Nam. I told her it wasn't medically possible to shove both of them up her ass at the same time, but she insisted. You know how hard it is to cure gonorrhea of the fucking eyeballs?
Come up with anything?
Oh God, made to watch this movie?
No.
Now come on, let's go kill us a witch.
It's okay. I was planning on jogging to the hospital anyway.
What the fuck? This bitch done turned my basement into a scene from Hellraiser.
Yes, Hellraiser, as portrayed by a school play for 6-year-olds.
One thing I don't get, that if Santa's powers can be stolen via raping his ass, which is by far my favourite way to steal a fictional character's powers, by the way, if that's how you steal them, then surely the 2 college girls should have stolen them already. They kinda fucked him up the ass. Unless the difference is that there was consent, but then Santa could save the day by consenting to being fucked, and then there's not really much problem, beyond Kimber going around and raping people, which he does to the pastor, by the way.
Oh Lord, please forgive the adulterous anus. It belongs only to you.
Gotta no need to be shy. When you made it parade and shouted to the skies. We're taking it all, making it seem sweet. Surprise, surprise, we're claiming the prize and making the final lead.
I know a homo party when I see one. I'm out of this piece. I'll catch you bastards on the flip. And you know what? You can have the fucking book. It curses everyone and anyone who possesses it. I don't need that kind of shit fucking up my feng shui.
Oh Lord, who art thou in heaven?
Doesn't this remind you of anything, Cup?
Nope. Never seen anything like this before.
I'm starting to develop feelings of sexual arousal from these monsters, tentacles groping around all over my genitalia.
Just like those space marines and aliens. We're going out on our terms. But Steve! Suicide's a sin!
I gotta be honest with you, Frankie. I'm not a Christian anymore. See, I watched Ali with Will Smith a few weeks back, and I was so inspired that I actually converted to the Muslim religion, in which suicide isn't a sin at all, so my bases are covered there. I mean, why do you think I've been growing this beard and shit?
What?
Praise Allah.
Well, won't his face be red when he discovers it's a sin in Islam, too?
So Kimber rapes the pastor to death, starts in Santa Claus, and our heroes use a Necronomicon to turn Nixon into Nixon with red makeup and Hogan into Fat Tim Curry from Legend.
Oh, you bring it, bitch. You motherfuckers bring that shit. I'm a monster up in this piece. I look like Legend and shit, man. You come on. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up like I fuck Nixon's mom every night. Oh, shit. Did you hear that, dog? I be busting on your mama in this piece. How do you feel about that emotionally?
Man, for the last time, you ain't be fucking my mama, or anybody else's for that matter, except for maybe your own.
Anyway, one head torn off and one set of finger bullets later, it's time for our heroes to face Kimber.
You know what they say, if you want the job done right, cheat! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh my god, dog, we're fucked. She's gonna rape our little assholes just like she did Santa.
That's right, Hogan. Except I'm gonna take my time with you. I'm gonna make it hurt. I'm gonna make it hurt so bad you wish you were dead. But I'm gonna torture you two forever.
Santa, get the fuck up! You're a motherfucking zombie! Act like one!
I guess that takes care of that.
Is he dead? Yeah. Gee, wow. That was easy.
I should have brought that sexy witch hours ago. I guess Christmas really is saved thanks to you two pathetic dweebs.
Oh, she survived. That's weird.
I guess a hologram's reunion's not out of the question then. Cool. Anyway, Nixon gives a speech and she teleports away after swearing revenge on them all.
Christ, I could sure use a buzz right now.
So in the end, everyone's happy and everything's okay, except for those dead people, but they don't matter. Santa's turned back into a human, Hogan's planning on raping the last remaining minion, and Nixon has glasses. And then they all do some synchronized wanking. This film, like all the hack movies, is fucking amazing. It's a wonderful hybrid of the stupid and clever. The stupid's obvious, but the dialogue, it's fucking brilliant. I was not kidding when I said this was like Kevin Smith made a trauma movie, and the best thing is, the team who made this did a fuckload more movies. You just gotta work hard to find them. I'd suggest everyone contact Kevin Strange through his YouTube, found here, and try to buy copies. They used to be available on his Hack Movies website, but lately there's been some issues getting them there. If you can, get the set. It cost me $40 and I got a free t-shirt. Low-budget filmmaking should be supported, and someone as original, clever, and fucking fearlessly lowbrow as Kevin Strange should be a million times more successful than he is. Just find his stuff. If you need to get trapped in a room with only Jerry, do it. His stuff is that good. And if the movies aren't your thing, he's currently writing books. Please check them out. Here's the first, available on Amazon.com.
So, any more ideas?
Make me eat shit?
No.
Kill me with a knife?
No.
Cut my dick off?
No.
Make me jump off a cliff?
No.
Kill me in the swimming pool?
No.
Make me get eaten alive?
No.
Clone me and make me rape myself? Clone me and make me get raped by myself?
No. Shut up!
Cut off my nipples and attach them to a car battery?
No.
Made to sit in a comfy chair and play video games with a nice drink?
Yes.
Oh, fuck! Noob. Now this, I did not expect.
He didn't specify what he'd drink. I'm Commander Hagen, and I have to live with that every day. Now, there's something I have to do. Are you shoving my machete up your ass?
No, check it. I drew a face on it.
I never washed this.
It's over.
Oh, no, he didn't.